Welcome back, everyone. I am here for our last brew guide of the year, featuring our last coffee, which also happens to be the most exciting coffee of the year this far. The flavor profile in this coffee is just insane. It comes to us from a farm called El Placer in Colombia. This is a high altitude farm that specializes in really high quality coffee that gets used for competitions and stuff like that. We are super excited to have it. What makes this coffee super unique is the fermentation. So this is what they called a midnight bloom fermentation, which is basically kind of like an anaerobic fermentation where they take the cherries and put them in a tank without oxygen. They then flush this tank with CO2, so there's no air in there, and they let it ferment for about 200 hours. After that, it's dried as a natural, but this kind of fermentation is what's gonna develop all that unique flavor profile, that kind of crazy, funky flavors that you only get in a coffee like this. With that fermentation, we taste things like strawberry yogurt, rose, grape candy, blueberry. It's like a super crazy, super candy-like, super sweet. So to highlight all that, and because this coffee is so special, I'm gonna be brewing it on a small V60. This is gonna highlight that floral juiciness and give it a really nice texture that showcases all the flavor. My brew is gonna be using 15 grams of coffee, ground medium fine. This coffee flows pretty quick, so you might be on the finer side. And I'm gonna be using 240 grams of water. My kettle set at about 94 degrees Celsius. This is gonna be using 4 pours. So our first pour, our bloom, is gonna be 50 grams of water. So we'll put our coffee in, start our timer, pour in 50 grams and let that sit and bloom for 30 seconds. At the 30-second mark, we're gonna do our second pour, 110 grams, bringing us up to a total of 160 grams. We're gonna let that draw down, and around 1:05 to 1:10 seconds, we're gonna do our third pour, which is gonna be 40 grams, bringing us up to 200 grams total. And at around 135, 140, we're gonna do our last pour, bringing us up to the 240 grams of water total. That should draw down in about 2 minutes to 2 minutes and 15. I told you this was a quick coffee, but that's gonna showcase all that super nice juiciness, fruitiness. We are so excited to be able to showcase this coffee, and if you wanna try it out for yourself, you can pick it up now in our cafe or on our website at timbertrain.ca.